Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Celebrity Scoop. If you're new here, do remember to press that subscribe button. Today, we're diving headfirst into a hot topic that's been causing quite a stir. We're talking about none other than Meghan Markle, a woman who's no stranger to the spotlight and the scrutiny that comes with it. But this time, she's got some powerful allies in her corner. Enter Sunny Hostin and Mindy Kaling, two influential figures who recently took a stand for Meghan on the latest episode of The View. They had a lot to say about the critics, who seem to have made it their mission to vilify Meghan at every turn. We're going to break down their compelling defence, their pointed criticisms, and their call for fairness and respect. So, buckle up. Stay tuned to hear how these two women stood up for Meghan in a powerful way. Meghan Markle, a woman who has been under constant scrutiny since her entry into the royal family. Her every move, every fashion choice, every public appearance has been picked apart and vilified, often in ways that her fellow royals have not experienced. This pattern, this double standard, is glaringly obvious to anyone who has been paying attention. Let's delve into this further. The Duchess of Sussex has been on the receiving end of a disproportionate amount of criticism for actions that are commonplace amongst the royals. For instance, her fashion choices, which could be seen as innovative and refreshing, are often met with disdain. Her public displays of affection towards her husband, Prince Harry, are deemed inappropriate, while the same acts by other royals are seen as endearing. The list goes on and on. Now let's bring in the perspective of Sunny Hostin, a woman who is no stranger to calling out double standards. Hostin's view on the situation is crystal clear. She believes that Meghan has been targeted and treated unfairly compared to her royal counterparts. The same actions that are praised when performed by others are vilified when it comes to Meghan. This, according to Hostin, shows a clear bias against the Duchess. But what does this bias reveal? It unveils a deeper issue, one that is not about Meghan, but about those who criticise her. The constant scrutiny and criticism of Meghan Markle are more reflective of the critics' biases and prejudices than of Meghan herself. It's a mirror held up to society, revealing the systemic issues that still persist. As Sunny Hostin pointedly puts it, the criticism of Meghan reveals more about the critics than it does about her. It lays bare the biases, the double standards, and the intolerance that are still so prevalent. It's a wake-up call, a call to reevaluate our attitudes and to strive for fairness and equality. After all, isn't that what we all should be striving for? Now let's turn our attention to another powerhouse, Mindy Kaling. Known for her outspoken views and trailblazing work in Hollywood, she's no stranger to the challenges Meghan Markle has faced. Mindy sees Meghan's entry into the royal family for what it truly was, groundbreaking. A woman of colour, an accomplished actress, a passionate humanitarian, Meghan brought a fresh perspective and a much-needed diversity to an institution steeped in tradition. Yet her arrival didn't come without discomfort. Mindy points out that the resistance Meghan faced was less about her actions and more about the change she represented. The royal family, long seen as a bastion of tradition and uniformity, was suddenly confronted with a vibrant, independent woman who was unafraid to challenge the status quo. This shift was bound to ruffle feathers, and it did. Critics lashed out, not at Meghan's deeds, but at her audaciousness to be different. But did this deter Meghan? Absolutely not. Mindy highlights Meghan's resilience in the face of adversity. Despite the constant scrutiny, Meghan chose to focus on meaningful work, whether it was her charity initiatives, her landmark Netflix deal, or simply being a loving mother and wife. Meghan chose to rise above the noise. She continued to make a difference, to inspire, and to break barriers, all while under the public eye. Mindy's observations serve as a reminder of Meghan's strength. She refused to conform to outdated norms and expectations. She dared to carve out her own path, to speak her truth, and live life on her terms. This refusal to play by the rules is what irks her critics the most. Meghan's audacity to be herself, to stand up for what she believes in, and to thrive despite the odds, is a testament to her character. In conclusion, Mindy Kaling reminds us all that Meghan's refusal to play by outdated rules is the real reason behind the criticism. Meghan's story is not just about a royal scandal, it's about a woman's strength to stand tall in the face of adversity, and that is truly inspiring. But what does all this criticism really reveal? We must ask ourselves this question as we delve deeper into the bias against Meghan Markle. It's been noted by both Sunny Hostin and Mindy Kaling, two women who are no strangers to the spotlight, that the criticism Meghan faces tells us more about her critics than it does about the Duchess herself. Sunny Hostin, known for her fearless stance against double standards, pointed out the glaring inconsistencies in the way Meghan is treated compared to other royals. It's almost as if the critics are waiting for her to make a move, only to pounce and dissect it under a microscope. This obsessive scrutiny doesn't seem to apply to other members of the royal family, does it? This discrepancy is more than just a sign of bias. It's a reflection of the critics' own prejudices and insecurities. Mindy Kaling, an undeniable force in Hollywood, echoed these sentiments. Mindy has always been a vocal advocate for representation, and she knows that Meghan's entry into the royal family was a significant milestone. Yet instead of applauding this step forward, critics chose to tear Meghan down. This reaction reveals a deep-seated reluctance to accept change and progress. It's not Meghan they're attacking. It's the idea of a modern, diverse royal family that they can't seem to stomach. The critics wanted Meghan to conform, to blend in, to accept the status quo without question. But Meghan chose to stand her ground, to speak her truth, and to live life on her terms. This defiance of traditional expectations is what rattles the critics. It's not about Meghan, it's about their inability to control her narrative. So, let's be clear, the bias against Meghan Markle is a mirror reflecting the critics' own prejudices, insecurities, and resistance to change. As Sunny and Mindy so eloquently put it, the unfair treatment of Meghan is more telling of the critics than of Meghan herself. So there you have it. Sunny Hostin and Mindy Kaling, two formidable voices standing up for Meghan Markle in the face of unjust criticism. They've brilliantly highlighted the double standards and bias Meghan faces simply for daring to be different. Sunny pointed out the glaring hypocrisy of the critics who praise other royals for the same actions they vilify Meghan for. Mindy, on the other hand, reminded us of the groundbreaking impact Meghan's presence has had on the royal family and her ability to rise above the hate to focus on meaningful work. Their defence underscores the unfair treatment Meghan endures, revealing more about the critics' biases than Meghan herself. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you agree with Sunny and Mindy's defence? Don't forget to leave your comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, do leave us a like and hit that subscribe button for more updates on Meghan, Prince Harry and all the royal drama. Until next time.